I was considering, I was going to start Googling and looking for a little hat to put on your head for the picture. Unfortunately, I didn't have time. So you're just going to have to be there with your 1,000-yard stare. But draft has begun. So, Crysen, they've banned your favourite hero, mate.
5 seconds remaining.
They've banned the Furion. It is the best hero in Dota. You are right. Nah, it's not really picked that much, but I still think it's one of these versatile picks that people do run it in the 5, 4, and 3. So
even in the 2, Koikfa plays 2 Prophet as well.
Yeah, I saw that the other day actually. Yeah, it's just a strong hero, strong laner, a lot of right-click damage, obviously maneuverability in the map, and then the ult is really good now as well, so makes sense.
I've poured myself a triple espresso.
Wow, triple.
Very big.
Get the energy up.
3 espressos, 1 sugar.
I've got someone coming to view my flat in 45 minutes, so that could be awkward.
Don't worry, don't worry. Oh, Chen gets let through. So what we got? Prophet, Wisp, Night Stalker, Jakiro Beastmaster, Naga, Siren, Band. So we actually get a Chen pick for the first time today on this stream.
Yeah, so it's interesting that Snakeo's team left that in for the first pick. Maybe they have something that they want to pick against it, or we're hoping that, you know, they could get the Chen.
Radiant team, Dire team.
Yeah, so that's the classic counter pick against the Chen. Obviously, you stun the illusions with Cask for a long time, much longer than Hero stun. So
and a Doom to eat one of his creeps.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So I still think Chen's a good hero though. Stay away from those heroes as best you can.
Especially with the kind of new build, you know, since they've rebuilt the jungle, like Penitence level 1 with Orb of Venom. Because you don't do anything in the first minute, right? You just run into a lane, you trade regen.
No, exactly, yeah. The way you play Chen in the early game has changed quite a lot. Obviously, when they first removed the creep camp spawning at 30 seconds, they left in that you could send creeps back in the creep wave, but they've removed that as well. So you're right, you just buy Orb of Venom, you go and hit whichever lane you're in, you hit the hero there. The harass is actually really good on Chen.
Lone Druid, though, that's quite an interesting one. Like, Chen first pick, fair enough, but Lone Druid in the first phase, very, very quick picks here from Gambit.
Yeah, you'd assume they have a strategy with this, right? It's not the kind of hero you see in every game in the first phase.
Yeah, I mean, it very clearly kind of defines a playstyle and a strategy early on in your draft. There are 2 avenues, though, right? You look at this and you think, right, they're looking for that kind of 20-minute radiance. They're going to push with Chen Lone Druid. They're going to be incredibly strong in that kind of 20 to 30-minute period, and that's where we're going to have some struggles. But we have seen some players kind of deviate away and sometimes go back for that ranged build and just have your bear as the kind of tanky monster on the front lines.
Yeah, I think it'll be the bear build this game purely because of Doom. Lone Druid's quite a classic counter pick against Doom because obviously if your hero gets doomed, it's not a big deal because you've got your bear, which is most of the hero, especially if you go for that build. So that's probably why they've picked it.
Just a big middle finger up to the Doom.
Yeah, one of the few carries. It's that and Wraith King really that really don't care about that Doom.
Wind Ranger.
He's a strong laner as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Lifestealer ban.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so just obviously you can infest the creeps. You can't really be ganked by Chen, and then obviously you just chomp on that bear mid game. So good ban from Gambit. 20-minute AFK take out the Windrunner.
This is a difficult ban, though. This 4th one. Like, do you aim towards banning out POS 5 heroes? Are you scared of... Like, it's like Lone Druid can play in every lane. He's so versatile in that fact. Like, he could offlane with the help of Chen. He could mid if there's the matchup that he desires. Safe lane is probably ideal for him to just, like you say, kind of 1v1 against the Doom, or even just 1v2 against the Doom +1.
Yeah, I think if there's a specific offlaner that you don't want to play against, you can ban that. Otherwise, yeah, focus that other support, I think.
Warlock. Ban Warlock. I think that's the play. It's a very different draft from AFK 20, though. What have Gambit been doing? This is a completely different draft for Gambit as well. I mean, they've
Radiant
picked
team
Chen with
pick.
Beastmaster. I don't see much Lone Druid in their recent games at all, to be honest.
Dire team pick.
I think it must just be their strategy against Doom. You know, they let Doom in through that draft, through the first phase, and they know what they want to pick against it if it does come up.
Oh,
Tusk is interesting. That's not a hero that's been favoured much recently.
what's the reason for that? Shard block against Chen creeps? You can't snowball out of root or anything though, which is very
10
annoying against Lone
seconds
Druid Chen.
remaining.
It's quite nice with Witch Doctor to set up the Maledict in
5
both
seconds
Shards
remaining.
and Snowball as well. Initiation past the bear onto the Lone Druid with the Doom, but obviously you can get Savage Roars if that's the case. I don't think it's a brilliant pick, but it's decent. It does the job of a 4 position here. Maybe they have a mid lane that they're planning on.
Oh, a mid lane with kill power. That's the thing with like Tusk and Clockwork, right? Is if they are in pos 4, you need to be able to activate
Radiant
at least
team
2 of the 3 lanes with just pure damage.
Yeah. So the classic Tusk combo was with SF because you block them off with Shards. That sets up for 3 easy raises. But that works with a lot of heroes like Lena, stuff like that.
Disruptor for Gambit. Pretty standard against Tusk, you know. Snowball in, and you've got that counterplay with the Kinetic Field Static Storm.
10
Also,
seconds
pretty good with a
remaining.
glimpse against Doom. You know, he goes in, Infernal Blade, Doom, you send him back, and
5
no more
seconds
chase onto
remaining.
someone like a Lone Druid.
Yeah, they also have the Chen send back for that as well, so pretty good ways to deal with Doom in this game.
Well, it's time. AFK 20 have to reveal.
Disruptor just a really popular 5 position right now. Been in most of the games we've casted today, I think.
Thanks, Daxter. You're a good lad.
Can't help but feel like that's sarcastic, you know.
Dire team
I've got a big smile on my face now.
I'm still staring into nothingness.
Yeah, absolutely. Kunkka. X mark against Glimpse. X mark against the
back.
Chen send back. Kunkka has returned. It gives him a lot of options against that kind of annoying
10
nuisance
seconds
of
remaining.
Gambit's displacement abilities.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
And it's also a hero that you can show and not really care about what mid laner Gambit pick.
Can't really be ganked that easily by Chen as well. It's one of these static mid laners that just farms, like I said, comparing it to the DK, it's similar.
How does Lone Druid do in 1v1 against Kunkka? I'm assuming Kunkka just still wins.
I think they trade farm. I think Kunkka will come out slightly ahead, but it's a close one.
But just the fact that Bear has like 0 armor, right? And you're always going to be cleaving off the Bear onto the hero. Unless you've got Godly Micro and you're able to dodge Tidebringers with hero. But I think Lone Druid just safe lanes this game. Or he side lanes, right?
Yeah, most likely. I imagine he'll be in the safe lane.
Here comes the Zeus again.
I think you pick a strong laner with this Chen so that you can kind of, like you said, duel in that off lane with that Orb of Venom. Rotate through to the mid lane when he gets a few creeps.
What is strong laner?
If it's Lone Druid safe lane, then they probably want to pick their off lane now. Okay.
Didn't expect that.
So Kunkka is generally considered as a counter to Gyro
Yeah.
because of the strong single target damage. And obviously the boat buff stops all his AoE damage doing so much, so flat cannon not as effective against that hero. But there's clearly something that they like about it.
10 seconds remaining.
That seems real weird.
Yeah, it's
5
the hero
seconds
that's fallen
remaining.
off a lot. No one really picking it now. And it doesn't seem like a great game for it. I don't know if they're worried about the Tusk playing aggressive with the Doom and they want the Rocket Barrage to be able to punish that.
Or they put the Gyro mid against the Kunkka and just spam homing missile on him over and over again.
Kunkka doesn't care though.
Axe Ban coming out. And this final one from Gambit. They've got to get rid of a pos 1. AFK 20 kind of lacking
10
in tower
seconds
damage and that
remaining.
kind of conversion into objectives.
Yeah, maybe
5
Luna.
seconds remaining.
Morphling maybe isn't a bad ban.
It feels like they want a ranged hero, right? Like they've got triple
Yeah, you would assume so.
melee.
It needs to not be able to be pressured too hard by Chen as well.
Oh, that's very hard.
Gambit pick first, so they're just going to take a solid offlaner, maybe something like a Sand King. They kind of need a stun here, so.
Where's the Mirana gone? We've been seeing tons of Mirana kind of pop up here and there. It feels player dependent, like people are getting comfortable with the hero.
Yeah, it always feels like one of those hero that lies in the balance between like a safe pick and it never feels like it's a great hero, but it's always a safe hero to pick. I need to do that console thing.
Why are both streams casting the same game? That's a very good question. Is the
Still our game?
Is the mainstream being naughty? I think they're meant to be doing Empire versus Fly to Moon. They're probably just waiting for the next game, to be honest. Because there's no other games happening yet. Empire against Fly to Moon should be starting soon. I don't know.
Yeah, so Sand King, like I expected, they needed a stun. It's a classic laner with Chen. You can set up for those creatures to come in. Pretty good against Tusk as well. You can always burrow over the air shots.
5 seconds remaining.
Just kind of feels wonky.
Phantom Assassin. You may now select your heroes.
It's a Nico, of course, a Nico baby PA. That's like his signature hero, actually. Very good against Gyro. Pretty good against the Lone Druid as well. You've got the evasion, you've got the gap close.
Natural BKB purchaser as well. She's good this game. It's a strange pick, but I think it's decent. Clearly they're comfortable on it.
And once you get up to like... Wait, it's triple dagger now, right? At 20? No, it's 25 triple dagger now.
Yeah.
I forget her talents. I guess that's quite a distance away.
I think first one is like... Well, we'll see now, but I think it's like strength or damage. Level 21 is either the armor corruption or the cleave, I think.
Let's have a look. Let's see.
Most people taking the... so that's the armor corruptions and cleave level 50. Most people go for the armor corruption.
Prepare for battle.
Normally.
Triple stifling dagger at 20.
You're a trusty mate.
It's very tasty. Yeah. That's pretty good against the Chen. Dagger out all the creeps.
Okay. Do you not think lifesteal's better?
No.
No.
Hate
I'm pretty sure lifesteal's better.
Wouldn't dare take lifesteal. Like, it's triple magic immunity piercing stifling dagger. How could you not?
Sure. Why not?
How dare you, Crysen? When it was double dagger, yes, but they've added a whole additional dagger. All right, Nico baby's back.
I gambled. You lost.
Let's see what we got. So Yoku over on the gyro. Yume playing Disruptor again with that Orb of Venom build we see, and we love Big Num. No Orb of Venom on him. He's gone for the kind of poverty build, buying all the obs and the courier and everything like that. Lone Druid. Nothing exciting there. And Afterlife actually only one mango, gone for lots of regen across the Tango salve. I don't know if that's indicative of him wanting to kind of solo the lane for a little bit, if they're going to play aggressive elsewhere.
Nico baby gone again.
No! Stop it.
Sometimes you need those extra tangos. I think it's against the dagger spam, right? He's expecting a lot of harass in this lane, so if he can keep that regen up, he can hopefully get some decent levels in this lane. Probably get a stick early as well. I think the reason Big Num didn't go for that Orb of Venom on Chen is just, obviously they value it more on the Disruptor. His ability to Thunder Strike and hit them with Orb of Venom. So it's Lone Druid mid against the Kunker. We'll get to see how that matchup goes.
I just like watching people draw on the map.
Artistic, aren't they?
Come on, someone needs to draw, like, actually draw something, not just an oval shape or whatever that is. Drawing an egg on the map. Come on, draw a penguin. Who is that? Witch Doctor? Sonic. Show me your abilities.
I was telling them where they are.
Oh.
They're in this area, guys.
They're over here. Yeah. Oh. He's drawn something else. Oh, there we go. It's a love heart there. Nice. Don't know what that is. Scent. The scent symbol. I want to draw a cat. We're going to draw the cat, Crysen. I can't do it fast enough before it disappears quickly. The ears. Oh, there we go.
Oh dear. It's not worked out, has it?
Too slow. All right, Nico, baby, sort your issues out. Let's go. Gambit up against AFK 20. You'll recognize a bunch of these names. Seneko, Sonic Flow, Nico Baby, and Ark. Over on Gambit, Yume Yoku, Big Num, Afterlife, and this is Dahak over on the Lone Druid, as far as I'm aware. He's just named himself something completely random. Not mad at all. Gambit all very, very defensive. Look at that, 5 heroes all grouped up together over here. I would have maybe expected Lone Druid to send his bear to try and snipe a bounty rune top.
Yeah. Clearly worried about the aggressive movement, but could be a clash at the bot room. Afterlife walking in.
He's in a bit of trouble. Not leveled anything up just yet. 3-man Boros strike with the send back though. Oh,
should have gone for that route. Why didn't you go for the...
Not
should
sure.
have gone for the back room. Would have been able to get it. He's on the high ground, they can't see him.
Very
Bit of a
strange.
misplay there from Afterlife, but...
Triple bounty rune for the Radiant.
Yeah, and instantly you see the supports from AFK 20 smoking up. Blocking these camps against the Chen. Not letting him have any pressure on this lane. This is old school blocking camps, isn't it?
Yeah. Get in there with the sentries. Yume's going to regret this decision, though. Infernal Blade is very powerful. He's thrown Thunderstrike in and done barely any damage to this Doom. As it looks like Big Num TP's back to his own tier 2. Starts plonking sentries down everywhere. Oh, can he get this D-ward before the camp spawn? Yeah. Oh, go on. Go, walk around. 6 seconds. Oh, no, Big Num, not like this. Just walk it. Go, hunt it. No. Oh dear. Oh, dear.
Afterlife struggling in the bot lane. Shem was forced back, had to TP out. Realises the camp is blocked, does de-ward it.
And they've also put Lone Druid against the Kunkka. Kunkka 2-2, Lone Druid 5-0. Kind of expected at the very beginning of this. But as Kunkka gets a few levels up, should start to equalize a fair amount. Afterlife, what? Level 1.5, but look at Sonic and Seneko. They are ready. They want to go in. Afterlife going to get punched out. Shoved away from XP range. Not much that Chen can do. He's found himself a Frost Mage to give armor to Afterlife. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's pretty good in this lane. Most of their damage is the right click from Witch Doctor, so keeping the armor up on Afterlife means he can play a bit more forward.
The weird thing for me is Doom has been kept out of top lane more than Sand King has been kept out of bottom lane, experience-wise anyway.
Yeah, it's strange. You don't usually see offlaners struggle as much anymore, but it's definitely happening for both of them in this game. You'll see Flo pull the creeps now. Get a bit of lane advantage going his way.
Especially with the way that lane started. Like, Doom took Disruptor down to half HP.
Oh, he's accidentally pulled them into the... Nah, they don't aggro. It's always sad when you have to do this on offlane now.
Oh, re-aggro them. Hello. Come here, Crepes. Stuck in the kinetic field for a little bit, so he's going to have to tank. Not just the creeps, but also the Disruptor. He's dragged them in.
Yume stays here, denies the creeps he can.
More bottom lane, they're going to go in again. Afterlife, they're attempting the send back, but the damage, oh, inside the fountain, the pop of the Maledict. That'll do the trick. While mid, Torrent is there, and Ark has caught the Lone Druid. A lot of damage coming his way, not enough to kill though, as that Spirit Bear can start chipping away at the Kunkka himself.
So like you said, Kunkka having more of a presence in this lane now. Getting that Tidebringer at high levels.
A very kind of slow and steady game. Like Gyro PA farming very well. Kunkka Lone Druid kind of trading farm decently. And then the offlaners have sod all. Like Afterlife has 0 CS. Like no creeps, no denies, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Doomer's got 5 thanks to his little pull across under tower. But this Chen, who's, you know, renowned for making action happen and securing lanes, I think more importantly, has not been able to do anything of the sort.
No, I think it's down to the supports of AFK20. They really limited what you could do with those blocking those creep camps. They do go on Nico baby bot, but it's just going to be harass. No chance of killing him there.
And he's got a salve to pop up back up to full HP as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
It is rare that you see offlaners this low level at this point in the game.
And what we're looking at, level 3 Doom, level 2 Sand King.
Doom's doing better now, getting those devours off on the big creep, so he'll accelerate a bit more than the Sand King. Flo just found the disruptor. Nice for us.
Bottom lane is setting up though. Oh. Observer Ward High Ground sees the Hellbear and the Sand King prepping for the turnaround. Sonic and Seneko trying to find Big Num.
Moves his creep in before him. Not putting his hero at risk. It's a good
Hello,
play.
Sonic. Oh, is he in trouble here? He's got Cask. But Big Num, he's got this separation going, yeah. He will be able to bounce the stun. Very nicely done. Seneko keeps Sonic alive with some great shards. Meanwhile, up towards top, the homing missile. Oh, barely. Oh, dearie me. And that's 5 minutes in, so bounty runes. Looks like Flo did grab one, so 2 and 2 at the 5-minute mark. Nice trade there, but still the Doom dying. Oh, but top is a nice little bonus there for Disruptor Gyro.
Yeah, they first forced his Scorch Earth out earlier, so now when he's weak, taking advantage of it. Nice play from that top lane. Kunkka's taking the advantage now in mid. Like you said, the early levels, a bit Lone Druid favoured, but Kunkka does tend to take over these lanes.
Level 3 Tidebringer coming into play.
Yeah. See, Lone Druid stacking on the regen, still has a salve, 1 tango.
Scouting out top rune as well. Doesn't realise Sonic is coming in though. It is bottom rune, but it's also an X into boat with the Maledict Torrent. That is beautiful. Beautiful synchronization there between Ark and Sonic to come in and take that Lone Druid out. While bottom lane, Nico baby with Seneko find Afterlife. Aggression on multiple lanes. And Big Num will get himself an Arcane rune, just snipe it away from Sonic. Not really the biggest of grabs. That TP quickly here from the Lone Druid, though, coming to save the Chen for a little while.
So Lone Druid going for the phase boost, that makes me think maybe it is the range build this game.
Yeah, Aqua interface. So
Yeah, it's
see what he
definitely,
does.
usually it's the Helm of the Dom build if you're building on the bear, so. Looking to be changing it here. Quite surprising against the Doom, I think, but maybe just wants that damage build against the PA. Being able to force away from him, those kind of things.
Dire's middle tower is
We just don't really see Lone Druid that much anymore, do we? Like it
That's
used,
fallen off.
there used to be a point where, you know, every team kind of needed a Lone Druid player, right? You know, Bulldog forced that meta to happen. Like, you need a Lone Druid player. And now it's like, if you have a Lone Druid player, sometimes you're going to pick it. It's kind of in the same boat as Invoker, it feels like, at this point.
Yeah, I think it's slightly stronger than Invoker, but it's definitely similar hero.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see Secrets team still picking it sometimes for Ace, OG for No-Tell as well when he was playing core, so I think there's definitely room for it in the meta, but it's definitely not the strongest core hero.
Nice bit of chain stun onto Seneko. Trouble is, Chen might just be losing his army here to this Kunkka, cleaving through. Seneko,
Rotated 5 people in.
boats coming through, catches the gyro, snowball up, but look at how many heroes they've brought in. Is this 5? Ark's going to pay the ultimate price as, yeah, 5 heroes from Gambit all come in to stop that aggressive maneuver.
Snako does get away.
Worth it for Seneko then.
Yeah.
Gives a lot of room to Doom and to this Nico Baby PA down at bottom lane. They've got a lot of damage onto the tier 1. And in fact, with no glyph on the Dire team, that's just a tier 1 dead.
Tier 1 will die for sure here. Nice, Nico Baby gets the last hit.
Time to run away. Yeah, run away. Smoke from Gambit's coming down towards bottom lane. They TP top immediately, actually, Witch Doctor and PA. They'll be scouted by the Dire Observer Ward, so Gambit will not get forced to commit to anything that's not actually there. But it looks like AFK 20 have decided to go for a 5-man of their own, immediately jumping in under tier 1. Afterlife, daggered and crit. If they can get vision over on him with a cask, they'll absolutely demolish him.
You were a sacred
Yeah,
target.
nice rotation. Most likely push this tower now.
It feels like this is what the Chen wants to be doing. You know, Chen Lone Druid, they kind of want to go take tower, take tower. They're just not getting the opportunities to do anything of the sort.
Yeah, I think that's kind of recognising they don't have the team fight advantage now. Obviously, Gyro usually a really good team fight hero, but when you're playing against that Kunkka with the rum, it does make it a bit more difficult.
A bit of a mirror move here now. 2 heroes shoved down bottom. Satas to blast out the wave. Sand King and Disruptor middle holding out onto tier 1 here.
Looking to make a movement on the Kunkka. Gets the glimpse.
Oh, sick X. I mean, he was dead there for sure. Gyro TP'd in. They had the Boris Strike ready for Afterlife. Guaranteed death turns into a sick play from Ark. Very nicely done. And that's what we were talking about in the draft. Snowball, X Mark. Even the blink from PA, all very good at dealing with the displacement abilities from Gambit. But look at this. Nico Baby in on top of Yoku with that Maledict going. He's still chasing the Witch Doctor. Finds the kill as Nico Baby does retreat.
Yeah, Nico Baby a bit too squishy. Can't commit onto that Rocket Barrage. Well, it's only a Witch Doctor.
Are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Shen might be looking at going down in the bot lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The last second of that Observer Ward, giving them the vision for it as well. that's really sad. He's going to be like, guys, they can see me. They've got vision here. Nope, that Observer Ward is now gone. Flow also gone. Top lane, homing missile connect. Mid-tier 1 tower. Boat's going to come through. Kunkka, one more hit. Yeah, he gets it before the deny. Savage Roar into the glimpse. Ark is very tanky with the Coco's Rum going, but it looks like they have the damage to take him out. Still worth it with that tower.
Yeah. The Doom actually struggling a lot now. He's not managed to pick up his 6 yet. 11 minutes in.
Dire's top tower.
Sand King's recovered quite nicely.
Yeah, that's the inclusion. He TP to a few fights, got some kills, get some XP from that. Doom's not really had the chance to do that, so.
I'm not saying Sand King's doing well. I'm just saying that
No.
from the start he had, from 0, he's moved up to about a 1.
Yeah. He's on the way up, though.
Acceleration. Oh, Chen. Good micro. Stumps up the PA. Nico Baby. Yeah, he's going to force out the Shrine and the TP. Glimpse back with the homing missile flying, but the 2-man torrent connects with Seneko trapped inside the static storm. Going to have to wander himself to the edge of that kinetic field, but here comes a snowball. Doesn't pick up Ark. They've got the X mark in onto Gyro, though. Where's the torrent? Throws it now. Drags him back. Yoku caught. In comes the Maledict with the cask, and Seneko's punch will do the trick. Big old cleave for the send back from Chen. Keeps Gyro alive, as Tusk will be the one to take a tumble, but Big Num trades back for it. Nico Baby blinks away. And Flow, well, he's found a kill top lane. I was wondering where that was happening. Another X mark away from the glimpse, and Ark. Torrent lands with the cask there. Not quite enough damage. Nico Baby doesn't want to jump in here. It's not really that safe. So he's going to TP himself back as far away as possible, but Sonic is going to be the casualty of war there.
Yeah, nice discipline from AFK 20 though. They could have easily died too hard. PA was getting really low under that tower, so blinks out. TP's back to base. Continues to farm.
But yeah, Doom solo killed the Sand King up top.
Yeah, finally got that ult up.
Oh, Lone Druid looks like it is. Phase Aquila Maelstrom.
Radiant are scanning.
The range build.
Interesting. I think it is mostly down to that PA last pick.
Just go
This
Maelstrom
build.
Pike.
Yeah, I think Maelstrom Pike could be something like that. He's got to be able to get that PA off him if he does get committed onto.
But then, like, what do you want to go next? Because my first reaction is BKB because of, you know, Boat, Torrent, Witch Doctor, Tusk, all that crap. But they've got Doom, they've got Walrus Punch, they've got PA crits. Like, does he have to go BKB Lincolns? Does he have to just ignore both and go, like, raw stats and go, like, Butterfly Scardy? It feels hard to itemize as this Lone Druid.
Yeah, it definitely does. It depends how the game goes, I think. If the SK accelerates a bit more, gets that Crimson Guard up, you can play a little bit safer, go for some more greedier items.
Oh dear, Sand King. Short range Burrow Strike with the Sandstorm. Oh, he gets himself out. Stick Charge is helping very nicely. He's closing in on that Blink Dagger little by little. It's still a fair distance away. Flows, pops his Scorched Earth just to try and get some range here. Distance away from that glimpse from Yume. Looks like he has succeeded.
Both teams quite happy with just farming for now, building up their items. The Radiant are pulling ahead in terms of net worth. That's mostly down to the Doom doing a bit better than he was.
Hood PA. This is the I Hate Gyrocopter build.
Yeah, it's become a lot more popular recently, building these odds on agility carries.
Oh dear, Sonic. That's not what we want. Afterlife again, given a free escape pretty much, and triple observer wards down in this Radiant jungle. Scout not only the Kunkka but also the Doom moving forward. Big Num doing a great job here with the vision he's given.
So smoke movement from the die.
They sentry as they smoke. And Gyro's like, yeah, screw this. I'm gonna farm some mud golems.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Seen a lot of failed smokes today. First there's the assault, now not centering before you use it.
Gyro nearly has BKB. That could be a really big power spike for Gambit.
Yeah, they're going for early game items. They want to be able to group up and take a few towers with this Shen.
Kunkka with a bottled DD. Definitely going to have something to say about this. Is that Armlet? Yeah, Armlet and Drums coming out for Arc. So he is incredibly strong right now. Before that kind of Shadowblade Blink Daedalus, this is definitely one of his spikes. The Shard's not connecting, but they see Big Num. First Stomp misses. Glimpse in, but the Snowball forward. Big Num's caught, and with the Savage Roar, looks like he might survive a little bit longer anyway until the Doom and Kunkka run forward with the drums popped in the back. Oh, hello, Witch Doctor. Oh, nice entangling claws. Lone Druid keeps himself alive, but this is the scary thing. The Witch Doctor, pretty much alone, can take down the poor little Lone Druid all on his own.
Yeah, that's one of the worst points about this build. You are in your weaker form, so if Witch Doctor gets a good initiation with Cask on you, you definitely can die. They did take the bear there. It's 300 gold.
And XP.
Yeah. It's worth a lot, especially with this build. The bear is going to be weak. Obviously, you don't tend to buy items on it when you're going for the rage build. It does tend to die more often.
Now, what do they want to do with this Gyro BKB?
Group up, take towers.
Swing in towards mid. Tier
Yeah,
2.
they have the blink on the Sand King as well now, so definitely a good timing for them.
They can accomplish things. The Radiant are kind of grouping up as well.
Let's see what things they do. They're a bit worried about Roche there.
It's a little bit scary. Radiant have the high ground here as well. Nico Baby just holding this little smoke pop choke point. Tusk jumped on with a static storm there. Oh, Snowball not quite in time. Now Yoku has to face off against the PA. Lone Druid pops into melee form, sprints away. They've got the send back on Yume. Ooh, is he going to pop in Fountain? Not sure about that. He will indeed as the Tusk shards back on. He's brought back to continue fighting. Punch up onto the gyro, jump on the PA. Oh, the gyro's in trouble, doomed up. The epicenter burst strike is good though. Oh, he's got an armor toggle, but he cleaves back and kills off Yoku, but he dies to the bear. Torrent not fast enough as Nico Baby charging forward. Death Ward down, and Sonic clears up the Chen. Afterlife, he's in the sandstorm, but they've got reveal. Sentry on the very edge will scout them out, and with only one hero remaining, it's the Lone Druid back in Fountain as a 2-for-4 exchange with a buyback from Tusk on the Radiant, making it all worthwhile for this squad.
Yeah, this BKB on Gyro, it feels like he needs to do it. They're trying to do stuff in the early game, but playing against the PA and Conqueror, it's really not that strong an item. If one of those heroes gets on top of him, he will still take heavy physical damage.
And PA with his Deso really showing off how strong she can be.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the Lone Druid's going BK, like, he thought about Pike, he had it queued up, but he's going straight into BKB.
Just not sure it's the answer against this draft from the Radiant. I understand why they're building these BKBs, but it makes them feel just like they're not going to be able to do the damage to deal with this
like
this strat where you do have the Kunka.
Like, it deals with, like, half of the Radiant's, you know, the issues that the Dire have with the Radiant, BKBs deal with half of them, right? But then you still have the Blink Strike, the daggers, you've got the Cleave, you've got the Armlet Kunkka, Doom is there as well. And this was the struggle that I was having, kind of trying to figure out the Gyro and Lone Druid itemization. It's impossible. Like, you're in a catch-22. You go one way, you get screwed. You go the other way, you get screwed. You go the third way, you get double screwed.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. They need to hope that these BKBs result in better fights for them, which helps them get a few more items up. Hopefully deal with all the elements of AFK 20's draft.
Now you look at PA and Kunkka, who both already have their damage items, the Deso and the Armlet respectively, going into BKBs of their own. Oh, they spot Afterlife. He's got himself a blink, so should be able to jump away, but they keep the vision over on him. He can Sandstorm, and Burrow Strike ready now means he'll get over the trees a little bit of distance to try and go for the TP, but he's been scouted. Sandstorm is there. They've got the Torrent. That should be the end of Afterlife. So it's a lot of space. They did bring 4 heroes all the way across to deal with him.
Yeah. They weren't pushing a tower or anything like that, though. The space not used the best. This Gyro is really scared to show on lanes right now. He's actually going in for the Aghanims, which is... I'm worried he's not going to be able to do the damage in the fights to deal with these tanky cores.
Especially with Boat, Blur, and Voodoo. I mean, it's not even level Voodoo Restoration. That's how much Sonic cares about the damage of Gambit. He's like, I don't need Voodoo Restoration. Not even a value point. 3041 on the Witch Doctor.
I think there is games where this build is good. The BKB into Aghanims, it can work, but it doesn't feel like this is one of them. We'll have to see what he does with it, but I am worried he's not going to be able to kill anyone.
I like the frequency at which we're seeing Quelling Blades being picked up on Disruptor. Very strong item. I still remember the first time I ever saw a Quelling Blade on like a ranged support was FNG when he used to play AA a lot, and he would literally just go like cut paths through trees, hide away to get level like 20 minutes in, he's like hiding away to try and get level 6, cutting through trees, but just dewarding, instantly dewarding sentries and observer wards in the middle of a fight. So very important.
Yeah, it seems like not a big deal reducing it from 2 hits to obviously an instant deward, but the 3 or 4 seconds you can take dewarding as a 1000 net worth hero, you're almost certainly going to die.
Yeah, like that second hit, you're getting Blink Borrowed, you're getting homing missiles.
So many times when you play 5 position, you try and deward and you're just like, oh, well, if I go for this, I'm dead. But
wish I had a tango.
Just makes his job a lot easier.
Afterlife's been found. He's had an absolute shocker of a game, Afterlife, hasn't he?
Yeah, rough one.
Wait, does he not die here? Maybe he doesn't die here. Scorched Earth is going to run out, so he can blink away in a second. Or they can snow... Oh, that timing. Nico Baby's TPing top. Have they given up on him? Afterlife... Okay, he's found a way. Life finds a way. Who's drummed there? Ark uses his last drums charge to run away from Disruptor. Bye. Oh, Lone Druid. BKB's done, and he is going that MKB you were talking about, but with no Pike, feels very scary. And they're going to be so heavily reliant on Sand King dealing with this PA pre-BKB, but oh, I mean, I say that, and BKB has literally just been finished by Nico Baby. This is time to go. They've got PA BKB, no Kunkka BKB yet, but I don't think he cares a massive amount when he's got that boat buff to work with.
Yeah, I think the Dire team, they are ahead on gold now. They're farming well, they just need to get a few more items to be able to deal with these single target heroes.
So yeah, PA with the HP and the armor corruption talent.
Yeah, it just makes her tankier. Also replaces that damage talent because you've got that armor corruption.
Yoku forced to BKB, realizes that with that double damage, Ark very easily could have run forward with the help of Doom.
Yeah, and they instantly ping on Roshan. They forced that BKB. They feel strong enough. They've got the Desolator and the armor corruption. Should die really fast. Oh, and DD on Kunkka as well.
Centaur coming to scout. Hello, boys. Gambit are coming in. They're converging on the Roshan pit. It looks like they want to try and fight. Or at least they're trying to set up for one. Roshan, 2000 HP.
Go.
It's already dead. And this is where things get real dangerous. If you don't escape fast enough, you will die. No vision on the Dire heroes apart from Chen up towards the northern side. Shards, oh, barely scraping onto Big Num, but the dagger, oh. That's a butt clencher. Afterlife misses his stun mid, which Doctor's going to get caught by the Centaur, though, on the way through. A quick turnaround Cask and Maledict, but the Disruptor is obliterated by Nico Baby. In the meantime, the boat flying forward. Afterlife has no way of escaping this now, as they lose 2 heroes on the retreat.
Nico Baby just so strong right now. Almost one-shotting bow support there. Nearly level 18 as well, which obviously he gets even stronger, more damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures.
Gyro has completed his Ags on the BKB. So he's pretty tanky now. He's going in for the MKB next. Deal with that PA evasion.
Radiant are scanning.
It's going to be hard now for Gambit to get a foothold on this map. Chen, he's sending an Alpha Wolf and a Kobold Foreman to sit with Yoku there to give him some auras, make him stronger. The fact now that Nico Baby pretty much hard counters Gyro and Lone Druid. Spooky prospect for this Gambit squad as they'll find Afterlife. Ooh, quick Sandstorm burrow out. Blink to the northwest. He's being closed in on by Ark, though. It looks like he's chosen the correct path. Not going to get cut off. And a bit of split push action here from Gambit. Bottom lane all the way towards tier 2.
Yeah, they're doing the right thing. Getting this Lone Druid on the tower as well. Afterlife makes some space in the top lane, gets away. Nice play from him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Tier 2 tower will fall in the top lane.
Dire's top tower.
Looks like they want to defend bot as well.
They're all teeping into this shrine. A quick glimpse back, but there's the X mark. Ark moving forward. Doom onto Lone Druid in the back. This fight is taking place on like 3 different fronts. Sonic in the stack storm. There is no snowball save, and the boat attempting there to save him up. Big Num looks like he'll be the casualty of Gambit. The one to fall and trade his life for the Witch Doctor. Nico Baby's coming in from the northern side and trying to cut off the retreat here of the rest of the Gambit squad. It might just be able to find this gyrocopter. Yoku doesn't expect this.
He's walking into Nico Baby.
Gonna
We shouldn't be able to see him. Oh, he might do now though.
Nice centaur stomp there. A quick glimpse back. Mid lane though, Afterlife snowballed, X'd. Quick Yule's up, very nice timing in the blink away. Saves his life. Lives to fight another day.
He's doing well in surviving these ganks.
He's pushing it to the very, very limits though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to cut the wave mid again. Will probably die again, but he doesn't seem to care.
Oh, he's got blink. Yeah, there we go, off he goes. Oh, nice. Oh.
Oh, Sonic.
I thought Sonic had done a good job denying the creep that had caustic on it, but it looks like there was an additional one.
Yeah, the Lone Druid getting closer to his MKB.
1 minute on Aegis, Nico Baby's hunting with Flow. But again, Gambit kind of toying with them. This has been very nice, kind of dynamic map control where they're, you know, just shoving lanes, playing that kind of ping pong, move them from one side of the map to the other, and they've kind of wasted out, or at least whittled down, this Aegis timing of the PA.
Yeah, they're just playing it slow at the moment, Gambit, recognising that they need a few more items to be able to fight. They're farming well. Lone Druid's going to have his MKB, hopefully got one more item. I still feel like he needs that Hurricane Pike, but maybe he's hoping he can just tank through it.
Gambit, what are you up to? Holding high ground. Come to us, they say. I don't think AFK 20 want to go up there. They're scanning over. Oh, they're wrapping up. This is a weird spot to be in. Like, they see up on this dire high ground. They know that there's no one defending, but with Aegis now expiring, AFK 20 blink themselves down. X mark. We'll catch on to you, mate. A quick kill on the Witch Doctor, but in jumps the PA. Or a strike back. Aegis still up for about 30 seconds, and it looks like Nico Baby with a quick BKB gets in on top of Yoku and takes the gyro down. 70 seconds. Oh, he's got buyback. The trouble is losing a disruptor at the same time. A 2-for-3 exchange. Nico Baby and Arc, the two surviving. Afterlife in with the big burrow epi. Nico Baby, he's not got Aegis anymore. And a quick Savage Roar with Entangling Claws takes him out of the game again. Arc, oh, he's going to survive this. He's not going to be able to do, though. He's got nothing left in the tank. Armor toggle on, maybe, but not enough. The time is over. And Gambit, I don't know how, but they win that fight convincingly. Disruptor looking for these D-wards. Sonic the first one to die, but my goodness. Lone Druid is able to stand his ground, battle through everything. That BKB not even used, as they got a number of Savage Roars out. Very unfortunate timing there with the Aegis expiring just as they wanted to disengage, and now Afterlife in again. Finds another takedown, this time the Witch Doctor. As Gambit, they're the ones in the driving seat 32 minutes in after what's been a real tough game for them. With MKB Maelstrom up now, yeah, he's going to go BKB and Lincoln's like we were mentioning earlier on. Go for the double defensive items on that Lone Druid. Nothing really much on the actual Spirit Bear itself. Nullify being purchased here by Nico Baby, it looks like. It just feels like that Aegis was meant to kind of close this game out and shut the door on Gambit. Now, they've clawed themselves a way back into this game now. They've shown that they can go toe-to-toe and fight with this Radiant squad. Even with that BKB of Kunkka being so very powerful.
Dire are scanning.
Gambit, again, just in this position where they're holding high ground, expecting this smoke maneuver to come in. They've been reading the game so well the past 15, 16 minutes. They're holding a smoke themselves and the gem on the Sand King. If AFK 20 go high ground here, this could be disastrous. Ward up. They see, they have vision, they jump forward. Now, Static Storm with the burrow. Doom's been caught. He's absolutely slaughtered. BKB from the Lone Druid sprinting in. They've taken down the Disruptor. 2 have gone. Now the Lone Druid left high and dry to his own devices, and that will be the end of Dahak's Lone Druid. Dead for a minute and a half. He does have the buyback ability. Dude, Gambit came back with a big team fight. Like they won that Aegis team fight.
Oh. Came back with a big team fight and then have lost the team fight.
As soon as you stand up, Gambit win a team fight. As soon as you sit down, Gambit lose a team fight. Can you make up your mind?
Good omen for AFK 20.
Apparently you are.
So Gyro went back for the Satanic, didn't commit to the MKB. Interesting. This feels like a really weak damage build, but I guess he does have a few talents that give him a bit more damage.
I think they're just like relying on Lone Druid to be damage.
Yeah, and Satanic is like a pseudo damage item now as well with the plus 50, so not quite as much as MKB, but it does still give him some of that.
Especially with Aghanims on it.
Yeah, exactly. It is super strong. Like, I guess he's thinking he might get locked down by the or something like that, so we can pop Satanic before and still heal through it.
So many Yule Scepters. What's happened?
Afterlife has the gem here, so that's... Yeah, they picked that up.
Can they go high ground now? That's the big question. Ark has his Crystallis, Nico Baby and BKB Nullifier back up and ready. Roshan spawning in 40 seconds. It looks like they want to try and force the issue a little bit mid lane, clear out a couple of these creeps. Don't want to push tier 3 though just yet.
Just trying to bait out something there with the glimpse.
But yeah, I don't even fully understand how they won that. Like they were in this area here, Gambit fighting away, and Lone Druid somehow just never got touched. Like he didn't even use it. He had a 10-second BKB, didn't even use it.
Yeah.
Killed off the 3. Like they killed Witch Doctor immediately. Tusk and Doom both died, and then Sand King got like a 2-man Burrow Epi on the PA and the Kunkka. So like, you know, there are reasons they won the fight. It's just super sloppy from AFK 20.
Yeah, I don't see how they should lose a fight, but a couple of misplays is easily happens. Not getting top of that Lone Druid, I guess, for the PA. If they let him get the damage out, then they can definitely all fall. Lone Druid's job's going to get easier as well as PA's BKB gets lower. Once it's 5 seconds, then you can't really... I don't think he has the time to kill him.
Oh, here we go. Afterlife moving in. 2-man burrow. No, it's not. Nico Baby BKB's just in time. They turn and they get the crit down. Sand King's gone with the Doom on Gyro. He's already got his BKB off, but Aegis snatched up by Nico Baby as it is killed off by the Dire team. Gyro's still doomed, but this sustain looking okay for the Dire squad. They've healed up Lone Druid, kept the Gyro alive, but Nico Baby is absolutely sweeping the other end of the fight, and with the nice buyback from Doom arriving yet again. They might just have killed off the Gyro. He's trying to heal up. He's got Satanic going. They can't catch the LD, so they'll choose to go in onto Yume instead. Oh, there we have it. Nico Baby gets a triple kill. 3 heroes down, and Cheese dropped on the floor there for Kunkka to grab up.
This Savage Row cooldown talent on the Lone Druid's actually doing a lot. Brings it down to 8 seconds, means that he's kind of putting the bear onto PA, so whenever PA jumps onto a hero, gets that Savage Row off. Buys some time for his teammates.
The trouble is they don't really have much to defend this.
Yeah.
They've got to heal up Gyro.
Not coming in though for FK 20. I guess there are only 3 heroes currently.
Seneca's down bottom, yeah.
Scardy next on the PA. Sells the hood.
Fully buys out.
Yeah, why not, right? You've got the Aegis.
Excuse me, Crysen, can you hover it over? hover over it? Oh, it doesn't say anymore. When did they remove that?
I don't know. You're the professional caster, mate.
I mean, I don't pay attention. I mean, technically it's Aegis, but IDC. It's just definitely not Aegis.
You're gonna correct me?
That's a Tobyism.
Nah, he's my favourite caster. That's why.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah,
about
you would.
What about OD Pixel?
Ah, he's great as well. Definitely my favourite British caster.
I mean, I can't disagree. He's everywhere. It's everyone's favorite. It's mine as well.
Radiant are scanning.
Owen God. Who just bought a Daedalus? Kunkka? Kunkka. He's very far away though. He's very far away. Oh dear. Oh, this is scary. Nico baby. He's going in? He's going in? What's happening? They're gonna glimpse him back. Burrow Strike forward. I mean, he's got Aegis and BKB, I guess, but losing Aegis like that seems so bizarre.
Yeah, I think he had a couple of minutes left on it as well. So nice to have a short time. Gets the stuff.
Snowball saves there. Nico baby now BKB's up. The Doom onto Gyro. Sonic Death Ward out. He dies to Flat Cannon. And it looks like though Yoku has been obliterated. Afterlife, Epicenter, Burrow Strike onto 2. Where's the Lone Druid? Damage output not enough. The Kunkka cleave clears him up. The trouble is though, the Radiant team dropping low. Nico baby always a slither away from death, and the Burrow Strike's gonna secure it. What is this game?
Nice
Dire's
turnaround.
bottom tower is under
The
attack.
Kunkka crit, you hit a crit on 3 heroes, drop them all to like 20% health, so it's...
Dire's bottom tower
I'm
has
amazed
fallen.
that the Gambit managed to win that fight. They do commit the gyro buyback, so it's not all good for them, but definitely worth it.
Well, that's Aegis and she's gone. That's PA running out of BKB duration, down to 6 seconds now. High ground held, tier 3 is still very healthy. Do you rate this Gambit side going late game?
Yeah, I think thinking about BKB timings and things like that, Lone Druid's only going to get more strong against this PA. Once he's got to that point where he can just fear her away and just hit her. And she's not built that tanky, she has the Scardy now, but once this butterfly's up on Lone Druid, she might struggle. That plus this gyro is getting big as well.
What's he up to now? Moving into the MKB. Of course, like you said, he did just buy back. Flow, thinking about giving this one a go. Yoku, still standing front line.
Back up though.
Yeah, still 10 seconds Kunkka, 10 seconds PA now. Quick
could be a
heals up
mistake.
into shards. They're just trying to keep them in the area so that they've got time for the respawns of Kunkka PA. Trying to catch on to someone now. Bignum looks like a freebie.
Yeah, they'll catch Big Num here, but he managed to send back the gyro. Gets his cores out, takes the tower. You can't be too happy about that.
Looks like AFK 20 want to give it another crack. I guess you know that if you kill the gyro, the game comes close to ending, as long as you don't commit too many lives to do so.
Yeah. It's also good timing. Gyro's not 25 yet, so slightly weaker. Those 3 homing missile charges can be great to put onto Kunkka up here. Keep them controlled. Interesting that Lone Druid goes into the bear form there.
He's just spooked, isn't he?
Yeah, a bit nervous about the initiation of this.
Sonic. He's got his bracer, so he's very tanky on the Witch Doctor. Little bonk. This is like the most annoying situation to be in, though. Like, you've kind of, won the game for 30 minutes. You know that you're strong. But you've given away opportunities to Gambit to come back into it, and you can no longer push high ground because it is so obnoxious.
Yeah. The heroes are good against high ground anyway, but they're not as far ahead as they once were, so it's even more difficult now.
What do you think you go on Lone Druid next? Just the Battlecry immunity? I don't see him going the Entangle 0-second cooldown.
No, he won't be going that. That's he'll go. I'm pretty sure everyone goes the spell immunity.
It's got
Just
double
gives you
BKB.
basically, it basically gives you what, like a 9-second BKB at all times.
Full Ags on Disruptor. Oh, that if they can blink borrow the PA and get that Static Storm on top of her, she can die.
PA or Kunker, both really reliant on their items right now. Getting those BKBs off.
PA went the lifesteal, by the way. I'm disappointed.
I called it.
I'm sad. Where's the triple dagger? Does Chen have any creeps? I don't think he does, you know.
Just die at this point against the Kunker. Not much point in having creeps up.
I just split push with them, send them down the lane.
Yeah, that's an option.
Illusion.
It's back to safe, stable and steady here for AFK 20. Take control of the map. Top and bot need shoving in. They're still grouping up around mid. It feels like an overcommitment almost, but I guess with a double damage rune on this PA, you feel reasonably good with the tools you have. But there it is. Static Storm with Ags. Nico Baby dead. Has buyback. Doom onto the gyro. Quickly glimpse back Seneko. Has a snowball. If he buys a bit of time for himself, he can blink himself out of danger. He's got the Spirit Vessel on him, though, which makes things a little difficult. Shards maybe up onto the high ground if he can get this done, but he cannot, and that will be the end of him.
Great initiation from Gambit there. Jumping PA early, knowing that they have the advantage of the Disrupt Drags. AFK 20 didn't know about that item yet, so they'll be a bit more prepared next fight, but you could tell PA was expecting to be able to BKB and turn on them there, but just not able to do it.
I mean, they might be able to force buybacks here. Roshan in 30 seconds. Oh, what? Hey.
BKB for Mark. They should
Sure
definitely
was.
go down mid now, force that buyback on PA.
They do have to get through a tier 2 first.
Radiant's middle
With the speed at which Yoku attacks, though.
Yeah, they have the gyro rags, this won't take long. Double catapult as well. Perfect timing for this push.
They've got BKBs back up, right? Gyro, yeah, Gyro and Lone Druid.
Radiant's middle
There's a
They
Tusk
do.
buyback. High ground's coming. They're thinking about it. Big num.
Yeah, Roche is up, so they know about that. They had a creep in there, so good decision. Back off, get the Roche.
Do you... Oh, they're commit. I was going to say, like, do you commit or do you bait? Because I'm pretty sure Radiant are going to start sprinting towards the Roshan pit. I don't know if they have enough time, though.
No, it's dying fast with these two spells. With these two heroes, sorry. Doing a lot of physical damage between them. Top lane is pushing.
So, Aegis Gyro. Lone Druid
Refresher rub on
Cheese.
the... Wow, refresher rub on the Disruptor. That could be huge.
Double Ag Static Storm. That is absolutely massive. And Chen with the Vlads. Like, fair enough. Needs something here and now. Oh, if Afterlife... Oh, if he can stick around. Do they have any reveal on Radiant? Like, they shouldn't have a gem, right? Because they've all... Oh, they do. They've got one on Doom. Yume's bought up a gem for the Doom.
Important to have that at this point. Gem on the Sand King as well, so gems on both sides.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the Sand King. If he gets a backstab
Yeah,
there, if Radiant
yeah.
shoved all the way in.
It could have been a good go, but Radiant were behind him. But this, we saw last fight, this PA can die really quickly. Die group, not bot.
Now it's the Radiant's turn to hide in their base. I mean, Disruptor has a blink dagger now.
Yeah, he could even... He can be the one initiating now. If he can get a jump on PA, get his spells off. I could honestly win them a fight alone.
And
Okay, Moonbot. Go on, give it to Disruptor. Good lad. He knows his place.
Let's go. So buyback status, we're looking at PA, Kunkka, Doom, Witch Doctor, yes, 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 yes. Tusk does not. Dire side, all of their cores do have buyback. Grouping up Gambit for a bit of a shove bottom lane, but now we're looking at the double Daedalus Kunkka. He doesn't have Blink or Shadow Blade though, so no maneuverability item really to get into the fight with the help of X-Mark. A little bit rough.
Yeah, choosing to go just for the damage. Once again, the Dire team a bit apprehensive to go on the high ground, even though they have the Aegis advantage.
They just want AFK 20 to come out of their base.
Yeah, they do, but like we saw last game, this apprehension can give them time to farm.
And what's it going to be? Where's the PA? Has a casual plate mail for now. Looks like she wants a basher at some point.
Yeah, so I think that's just telling of last fight. She realizes she's really fragile without that BKB, and now you're playing against Disruptor Ags. You need to be able to counter it in some way. Try not to die during that duration.
And both teams probably running out of smokes at this point. They've got one on Witch Doctor for the Radiant. Probably their last one in a while. And I don't think the Dire have too many left in stock themselves. So it really will just be that cat and mouse of Dire pushing in all the lanes and Radiant hoping that they can get some little way out.
Kunkka nearly 25 now. We'll get that cooldown reduction most likely.
It was plus 50% cleave before, right?
It used to be, yeah.
That's
when you saw. Did you see it? It's one of the mages. SCC's Dragon Knight just gets one shot or something. Or was it Mugi?
It's very
it's like
silly.
a 2.5k crit or something. Yeah, they were thinking, what do we need to give him? More damage, yes.
Of course.
Of course, why not?
It's not like the damage talent and the strength talent were enough. Give him more. Now, how long do we have? 30 seconds on Aegis. So unlikely to be any kind of commitment here from Gambit. They really have just kind of wrapped the noose around AFK 20. Bottom lane, middle lane, top lane. Oh, jeez, Louis, look at... top lane.
That's a pretty wave, isn't it?
Hello? How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 ranged? And double catapults. Where's Kunkka? Kunkka, come here. Slap these creeps. Looks like it's going to be PA to deal with it. Bottom lane, double catapults down here as well. Looks like they belong to Chen. Kunkka's going to have to try and deal with these. One hit slaps them out. Well,
pick off on Big Nub.
He was well, a little bit out to sea there.
Yeah, you know, you're playing Chen, it's 50 minutes in.
Your brain gets a little bit bored.
Go feed a lot, you know.
There's the big stack storm.
Static Storm on Kunkka. He has the doubles.
He is dead. Well, he's back actually. Nico Baby has BKB'd. Has Refresher Shard been used? It has with the second stack storm. Nico Baby's been caught inside, but the 3-man torrent. In comes Kunkka. Where's the hit? It's not going to land. Flow stuck in between 3. He finally gets it. Takes down the 2 in the back and crits through, but the Lone Druid standing tall with the Savage Roar where the boat will come on top of his head, and Nico Baby's buyback with that Kunkka. They win a fight, but it is a costly one.
Yeah, that's expensive. Buybacks on the PA, buybacks on the Kunkka as well. They've got to force pretty much all the buybacks on the Dire side now to make that worth it.
The strength of that Kunkka though, that one cleave. He didn't kill the Lone Druid, but he killed like what, the Gyro Disruptor or someone behind him.
He killed the Stanking and Disruptor instantly, yeah.
Stanking Disruptor, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
really close fights now. Both teams looking pretty evenly matched.
But now Gambit know they've, expended basically 2 support buybacks, right? And they keep their cores nice and happy. One more fight like that, and the game could very easily end.
Yeah, Gambit have a win condition now. Obviously, neither core has a buyback. This disruptor rule is proving to be a real problem for them as well. You saw that fight, he uses the first one on the Kunker, catches him, waits for the PA's BKB to die, and then glimpses him back, puts him in the second one with the refresher shard. Honestly, Roche is more important for that refresher now, I think, than the Aegis.
Full assault cuirass for Nico, baby. Still, that Abyssal Blade is waiting.
What's he replace now? Desolator?
So, I guess. Do you need phase boots?
I think you need some movement speed, yeah.
I guess there's no S and Y, no butterfly or anything like that, right?
Yeah. The thing is, if you get on top of Lone Druid and you can't disable him long enough, he will just run away. Obviously, he's one of the fastest heroes. Especially at this point, so...
538 move speed in smoke.
Yeah. He will be keeping his boots, I would hope.
I mean, Lone Druid's 500 gold off of Daedalus and buyback. That's a lot of damage. Once he gets that up and running.
Both teams grouped up, dodging each other though.
Fortunately...
Disruptors. Nearly 25 on Disruptor.
What does he get off that?
Kinetic field lasts longer than your ult, basically. So it's 7 seconds guaranteed.
Radiant Courier with wards on it, and Witch Doctor with Gem on him. Unfortunate for AFK 20. They do get a bit of a push going top lane, though. As Roshan is 2 minutes away.
That's the hero that got caught out there. Because they could have... Look, Nika Baby even BKBs the TP. Doesn't feel safe, which I don't blame him.
Deary me. Gambit now have full control around this Roshan area. Should have enough money now. No, about 100 off for the Lone Druid to get Daedalus buyback. And they just hold high ground. Nothing scouts them. Radiant playing pretty much blind apart from the 2 wards they have over in this dire jungle, which at this point, not really going to give them too much information. Bounty runes, guys, by the way.
Invisibility.
Kunker. X-Mark boot to travel down to bottom lane. He has to throw the boat there, as he didn't cleave onto the range creeps.
Throw it out, push the wave. Low cooldown anyway.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Both teams really scared to initiate that fight.
Gambit seem pretty happy with this little hilltop. Oh, they've got the bear with a ring of Aquila. He can help the lane top until Ark arrives. A couple of chain creeps as well.
Nice little play. Push it a bit.
It's very obnoxious.
They've been on this high ground for, I'm sure it's about 4 minutes now.
Dire are scanning.
Just waiting for this Roshan. 10 seconds left on that timer. They're just trying to keep as much vision out of the hands of AFK 20 as they can. I mean, both teams like that are running out of smokes drastically. Do they have any on them? Doesn't look like the Radiant have any smokes to make a play forward. So they're going to be running under these observer wards the Dire have already placed. And with Roshan alive now, it's too fast. They can't. This is good discipline from the Radiant team, just staying here and holding their ground to defend. As top lane will go all the way up to the tier 3 top lane. And there we quickly realize AFK 20. Get a quick D ward out, Sonic. Oh, this is spooky. Afterlife wants him. Boris strike forward, Yule Scepter up.
Getting a glimpse off.
And they will be able to glimpse Seneko into the Static Storm as well. Cask out onto Afterlife, but Seneko trapped inside that kinetic field for so long. Yoku does have to expend his BKB, but that's 2 heroes dead who will likely be forced to buy back. And Big Nump swings up towards top. A couple of big runes there to be picked up, Arcane and DD, if Gambit can get their hands on them.
Nice play from the Sand King there. Jumping ahead, getting the vision out for the Disruptor to get glimpsed off. Yeah, I think the Aegis is really important here. But the Radiant just, they couldn't really contest it. They didn't have the vision. A bit too risky, like you said, walking under those observer wards.
I'm loving this lone druid.
Yeah. It's worked out well. I was questioning the build earlier, but
Like,
when you get to this point, BKBs are low, it makes sense, right?
yeah. I mean, not going Pike must have been like the scariest thing in the world, but he's
Well,
managed
yeah,
to make
I
it
would
work.
have. I would have wussed out and got the Pike for sure. Just
Gyro.
got DD.
DD with Ags. He's going to pop his Satanic and actually survive through this with BKB on, turns and fights. Lone Druid, battle cry up. Yoku is going to lose his first life here, it looks like. As the PA jumps in, finds that little old Chen, takes him down. Aegis expended by Yoku as the Lincolns popped and in they come. Seneko ready, but Static Storm the second time. Yume's there, the Aeon Disc pops and there's another one. Nico baby's trapped inside, cannot do a damn thing. Stuck in the little field, and that is tragic for them as a 2-man Boros strike arrives from Afterlife. Arc going to work here with a big old hits and crits, and Gambit, oh, they've killed the
Defended.
PA, but they've lost 3 themselves.
Great
Seneko.
defense from there. The Kunker actually jumped in, got the angle, got his cleave on I think 4 heroes, so that's where the damage came from onto the Lone Druid.
So they lost a tier 3, but well, I mean, Cheese wasn't expended. Cheese is still there on the Lone Druid, but that's Aegis and Refresher Shard gone. While the Radiant, they've still got 3 buybacks available. PA could, by all means, buy back here and go to try and help her team and force the issue. But I think her team can try and force buybacks from, you know, the Gyro at the very least in this situation.
Yeah, you've got the Kunker with the double Daedalus. You can threaten the buildings well enough without the PA. Obviously, they don't know. Well, they assume that Gyro and Lone Druid both have buyback, so buying back on PA a bit too much for a commitment, I think.
Well, there's Sand King buyback, top lane, tier 3, gone. Double, okay, here we go, big buybacks. Yule Scepter up, Doom has been caught, and that, oh, BKB quickly from Flow. Buys him enough time to sprint away. Big Num thinking about the backstab, but he is but a lowly Chen, so he will bravely run away back to Fountain.
Good, they force out the Gyro buyback.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Another really close game. Showing these qualifiers really close between the teams.
What is this the 3rd or the 4th hour-long game we've had? We've had one game that was like 30 minutes. Everything else has been like an hour plus, right?
Yeah.
It's actually been insane. Actually. Literally.
I'm not sure if it's just the drafts are so close that the team fights are scary, or if these guys are a bit nervous given the stakes.
I mean, there are definitely some mistakes here and there, but I don't feel like there have been any kind of egregious, like, what are you doing, you know, you've thrown the game mistakes. Like, at no point have I gone, they've 3-2-2'd. It has just been like, oh, that's happened because of a good play from this guy, or he's you know, slightly mispositioned, or he, you know, it's very often he thought he could get away with this, right? There's so much of Dota is expectations and, you know, experience of what you are able or capable of getting away with, you know, pushing everything to the limits and being as greedy as you can within the bounds of reasonable. That is Dota 2 in a nutshell.
Both sides just unable to get up the high ground yet, though. Not a single rack's taken, 62 minutes in. Do they have a Yule Scepter for bot? Nice.
Oh, yeah. Kunker. Static Storm's there as well. Arc. Very unfortunate. Does have buyback. That's not something you want.
in his stash, so
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, luckily he still has that. He swaps it in for the armlet.
Oh,
To
yeah.
have to buy back, I imagine. Bot lane is pushing.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
There's still
Come
a
on,
gem on the
Gambit
floor
first.
from that fight 7 minutes ago.
Gambit are scared to go at the high ground. I mean, they don't have the gyro buyback, but it feels like a wasted opportunity.
Afterlife just waddles in, takes the gem and blinks away. Sneaky devil. Both teams very
Radiant's
timid.
top shrine is
So
under
Kunka's
attack.
buyback, I mean, unlikely to be forced here, you reckon?
Yeah, unlikely. They're just a bit worried that, obviously, the gyro not having buyback, if they commit too far and he dies, then it swings the other way again. So they'll just hold on to their lead, accept the pick off they got on
Radiant's top
Kunka.
shrine has fallen.
Push the lanes out, get some map control as well.
So both teams now waiting for Roshan number 73 as we round ourselves up into hour number 10 of Gambit versus AFK 20. How many Roshans have there been? 6? It can't be 6. Must be 4 or 5, right?
I think there has been 2 refresher shots, so I think 4.
2 refresher shards, both on Disruptor.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Only 4 Roshans. It feels like so many more.
Could be 5. Did Radiant get one? I feel like Radiant got one. Let's see, you can probably check.
I don't know. Oh, Lone Druid. PA sees him. Dagger forward. Nico baby.
Yeah,
Trying to
Radiant
get
did
in.
get one because they snatched the Aegis, didn't they, that fight? Sankin got the kill.
With
Maybe
refresher
it's
shard
5.
on it?
Ooh.
I can't remember.
Who knows? Who
IDC,
knows?
doesn't matter. Many
IDC.
Roshans. More than 2. Less than 7.
Enough that we have to worry about refresher shard now, which is proved to be very good this game. Disruptor really utilising it the best.
Afterlife. Pokes his head out.
Oh.
Stack Storm, Nico baby. No save, the boat is all there is. Snowball to
Nice little
Nico.
piece.
Slides on through. Yoku in trouble. The blink forward. Nico baby clears up Disruptor. And looks for Big Num now as the gyro trapped in the
Yoku
middle.
going
But the
down.
send back, the
No
send back. Oh, they're dead without buyback. They jump in with Afterlife with the epicenter there, but the damage is done. 3 heroes dead with no buyback. Lone Druid and Sand King, the last heroes standing. But I think this might be the beginning of the end for Gambit as Seneko stands his ground and the Burrow Strike up will buy the time for Afterlife to blink away. But this is good for AFK 20. Nico baby respawns with the buyback for that PA.
Loses to Charlotte, gets back in the fight. Realises this is the time to end it, hopefully. Lone Druid is farmed, but I'm not sure he can take on 5 heroes.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I very much doubt it.
Oh, dearie me. Gambit, this game has been so tight, but I think this is it. Sand King, Lone Druid, what can you do to stop this? It is do or die. There we go with the battle cry, but the crit down to 1/3 of his HP. Snowball in as well. Seneko buys the space, and the 4 staff will do nothing. Gambit tap out, and in another hour-long game, AFK 20 take another win.
Yeah, they played really well. So many of these games just decided by one big fight.
Whew. Right, it's graph time. It's graph time. Let's have a look.
Wow, look.
That's a mess.
It was so close for the whole game, though. Look, most lead was 6k net worth.
Yeah.
XP even closer as well.
Oh, that's insane. I mean, ridiculous stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. That win percentage, it doesn't know what's going on.
No idea.
To the end it did. At the end it understood. It realised that with that Rapier Kunka, things were not going to go well for the Dire team.
No.
Goodness. So we have one more game left for me and Crysen. One more game left here on Beyond the Summit 2 from the CIS Qualifiers. Espada versus AFK 20 coming up in just a few minutes. Today has been a